Hi everyone, we're going to do composition of functions, and we've given two functions and we've got to find four compositions here. You might want to write this one down because I'm going to do 5 problems here. This is going to be like part 1. The second part will be harder functions, so this is the easier set. So the first thing we're going to do is compose f with g of 4. Alright, so we're going to deal first with the inner function, which is g of 4, and therefore we're going to do f, and g of 4 would be 3 times 4 squared plus 1, which equals f of 49. And then we plug in 49 into this one, and we're going to get that this is going to equal 2 times 49, which equals 98. Okay, the next one, we're going to do g of f of 2. So f of 2 is my inner function. So g of, and I'm going to put my inner function here, 2, and my x is going to be 2 now. And we do g of 4, and g of 4 is going to equal 3 times 4 squared plus 1, which equals 49. And we're going to do f of 1. So f of 1 is 2 times 1. And so that's going to be f of 2. And f of 2 equals 2 times 2, which equals 4. And the last one, I think it's supposed to be 0. I wrote 1, so this is supposed to be 0. We're going to do g of 0. So you plug in 0 here, and you get 3 times 0 squared plus 1, which is g of 1. And g of 1 equals 2 times 1, which equals 2. Okay, like I said before, write this down, because I'm not going to write them all down again. And we're going to do another set. And the other set's going to be, and I'm going to go a little faster, f of x equals 3x plus 2, and g of x equals 2x squared minus 1. We're going to compose f of g of 4, which equals f was the g of 4. So I figure out g of 4, which is going to be 2 times 4 squared minus 1, which equals 31. I plug that into this equation. F of 31 equals 3 times 31 plus 2, which equals 95. So f of g of 4 equals 95. And that was A. For B, we have g of f of 2, which equals g f of 2. So I'm going to take my inner function, which is f, right here, and plug in 2, which gives me g of 8 Then I take g of 8 and plug it. This is my outer function now. 2 times 8 squared minus 1, which equals 127. So we have g of f of 2 equals 127. The next one we have is c, which is f of 1. So that's f composed with f of 1. Plug in 1. And that's going to give us f of 5. And then f of 5. Plug that in, you're going to get 3 times 5 plus 2, which equals 17. Therefore, f of 1, f of 1 is 17. And the last one, we have g of 0, which is g of 0, which equals g of 2 times 0 squared minus 1, which equals g of negative 1, and g of negative 1 equals 2 times negative 1 squared minus 1, which equals 1. And we're going to do another one, and that's going to be it because it's getting a little too long. We're going to do f of x equals 4x squared minus 3, and g of x equals 3 minus 1/2 x squared. And the first thing we want to do is f of g of 4. So you do your inner function first, which gives you f of 3 minus 1/2, 4 squared, which is 3 minus 8, which is negative 5. Then f of negative 5 equals 4 times negative 5 squared minus 3. So you do that part first. So that's going to be 25 times 4 is 100. Minus 3 equals 97. So this f of g of 4 is 97. And the second one we have is g of f of 2. So g of f of 2. So plug in 2 for f. This is going to be our inner function now. And this is going to equal 13. And then plug in 13. Oops. Sorry. Which is going to be 3 minus 169 over 2, which is basically 6 over 2 minus 169 over 2, which equals negative 163 over 2. And that's going to be this one. And then we have f of 1. So plug in 1 in f. And we're going to get 4 minus f of 4 minus 3, basically, which is 1. And then you do it again, and you're going to get 1 again. So you get f of 1. This would be f of 1, sorry. Gives you the same answer, 1. And the last one, we have g of 0. So this is going to be g of 3 minus 1/2 of 0 squared, which equals g of 3, which is going to equal 3 minus 9/2, which is going to be 6/2 minus 9/2, which equals negative 3/2. Alright, so basically this equals this. And that's all. We'll do part 2 next. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.